Hey Stampers, it's Gaynor again, and I'm coming along with another little fun fold card. I best show you. I was just having a play around, and I'd done the panel card, and I thought, right, I'm going to stick it on a card so it opens up naturally as well. And it does stand up properly. Its dimensionals are only held on there, and when you untie it, it opens like this. Isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous butterflies. I have not played with these papers that much, believe it or not, and I put the dimensionals either side, so the ribbon, if it was at full stretch and it did happen to fall through, you could still poke it through. It's just simple. It just threads back in between the two dimensionals. She says, oh, watch it not happen now. No, it did. I've just done it. Just done it once. There you go. So you grab that. I laid something heavy on, just only because I haven't got a third hand with me right this minute. And it just stops this bit from flopping open while I just tie my bow again. And inside, let me just show you quickly. I have stamped there, the world needs more people like you. Because I'm making thank you cards now. This is for those people participating in the new challenge. They'll be receiving a handmade thank you card from me. And also their names will go into a draw then for a prize. So, and I'll be sending the cards out as and when I get the cards in. So my way of saying thank you for participating in this wonderful, I mean this is still open, but the ribbon is holding down the closure. It's really beautiful, and you could pull it really tight, but then you damage your paper like there. But isn't that a gorgeous card? And I love these papers. I'm just amazing, and I've kept it on the lime green to match the cardstock inside. I decided to use black for this internal part. That way I don't have to add layers behind my DSP as well as on top of the cardstock. So, because it's bulky enough as it is, will still fit in a normal size envelope. So I use the black so I don't have to use any layering card underneath. So, pieces, let's have a look what we've got here. We've got lemon lime twist, just our half of an A4 card, and ours is 5 7/8 by 8 1/4, and I'm just going to fold that in half. I've got a strip of this so I can zap off those little butterflies with my duet butterfly punch. The whisper white is for the inside of the card, and this measures 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. So that will get put inside our card once it's folded. And the recipient can choose to leave the card opened with the ribbon, or keep it closed and still have it stand up on their mantelpiece. So that will go inside there, and we'll pop some beautiful butterflies in there as well. You'll need your cards. This piece is cut at 5 3/8 by the whole length of the card, which is 11 3/4. If you're in America, what I would do is, because you're going to have two panels at 1 1/2, 2 at 2 1/2, and 1 at 3 3/4, make your inner panels here, make this one 2 1/4. Mind you, that I'd only knock off. You'd have to make those 1 1/2 at 2 inches and 3 3/4. So let's get the scoreboard out. I will get a scrap piece of paper in a minute, and I'll show you what you can do in the USA. So you're going to score this at 1 1/2, 3. Oops, that wasn't very good. 5.5 and 8, because that gives me 1.5, 1.5, 2.5, 2.5, 3 3/4. So let me just grab some of my cheap nasty white card. I will just trim this down to an American piece. So I'll take 3/4 of an inch off, and then I'll cut this to the 5 3/8. So you'd have all that to play with still. So that's where my scraps. But I use this stuff for practicing on. So let me just see. You could actually, instead of doing 1.5, do 1 1/4, 2.5, 1, 2, and 2 1/4. Let me just see, and 7. That'd be perfect for you if you're in the USA, because that would still give you, well, nearly 4 inches at the back. Yeah. Just over 3 well, about 3 3/4. So these would be a valley, a mountain, a valley, a mountain. Let me just check the depth of the width now. Now it's all creased. And that would be about 3 7/8, which would fit on your card, because yours is wider than ours. Yours would be 4 1/4, so you'd have a bigger border either side. So that would fit perfectly, and you'd get more or less the same distance as us. So this is ours for the UK. So it's valley, mountain, valley, mountain. There's our distances for the UK, and anyone with A4 cardstock with a like a little border, 1/4 inch border all the way round. So you would have that with the American style, because your card would be a 1/4 inch bigger. So there we go, girls. You would cut yours at 5 and, oh, there you've got 5.5. Yours is, oh no, you could still cut it down to the 5 3/8, and then you'd have an extra 1/4 of an inch there, so you'd have a good border all the way around as well. So, fabulous. So the UK and the USA, you can make this card and score at 1. Let me just write them in pencil for you. So the first one would be 1 1/4. The second one then would be 2.5. What did I say? And then, oops, you would score that at 4 3/4 and 7. So you'd have 1 1/4, 1 1/4, 2 1/4, 2 1/4, and this distance then would be 3 7/8. Perfect. That's if you're in it. That's if you 11 by 5 3/8, or 5 1/4 if you wanted to keep a 1/4, because yours is, if you wanted to cut yours at 5.5 instead of 5 7/8, you could cut your card base down to 5 1/4. So there we go. Beautiful. That's for the USA. And this one here is what I've just scored: 1 1/2, 1 1/2, 3, 5.5 and 8. And this is for the UK and anyone with A4 cardstock. And now that is, we're going to get put onto there with a gorgeous little 1/4 inch border all the way around. Fabulous. I do like to make it because I do know a lot of you ladies are in the USA that watch me, and it's not fair for me to constantly just do UK size cards, or I can do UK size cards and then like give you the pleasure of giving you measurements for the USA as well, instead of letting you go away and trying to figure it out yourself. So there we go. Right, now what I want you to do before we do anything to this, I want you to grab your ribbon. I'm just going to sit that on top again. Tie yourself a nice bow, just so you don't waste any ribbon or cut it too short. I want to leave a decent sized tail on. Beautiful, and then just snip off accordingly so you don't get any waste neither on your ribbon. And this is that gorgeous ribbon from Stampin' Up! Celebration. Perfect. And then what you're going to do, what I did was then I just attached it to my card straight away. And that way you can glue the ribbon into place as well. Perfect. So you can go away and make one yourselves. Like I say, nice little 1/4 inch border all the way round. Perfect. And then I just slid my bone folder in to squash that down. There we go, perfect. Absolutely perfect. And we've still got this beautiful opening. So while we're here, because we're not stamping on the back page, this is for decoration, this is for your message. We can attach these as well. Oops. Nice little border all the way round. Oh, my battery's going. There we go, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. My battery just died a horrible death. So, I'm just going to pop... Oh, no, we're going to carry on. Right, now we can open this. Your designer says paper, then you would cut according to your widths, minus 1/8 of an inch. So this one is cut. Where's my measurements? This is 3 5/8 by 5 1/8. This piece is going there, and then this piece is going there. So you need 2 of them, and they are 2 3/8 by 5 1/8. And you will need 2 pieces at 1 3/8 by 5 1/8. And then American, you'll have to adjust because of your size changes. So if you're 1 1/4, I do 1 1/8 by 5 by 5. If you want a small border, or 1 1/8 by 5 1/8. Yeah, you do the same. That way you get a nice little border all the way round. So we can just literally glue our pieces in. Nice border top and bottom. And now you can follow the line all the way across to put in your designer's paper and keeping it all at the same level. And the decoration is in the butterflies. You can stamp a little message on each. And that's why I chose these papers, because they're pale enough to stamp on. Save you having to get out even more Whisper White even. So that's pale enough for you to stamp on. So's this. It's just another beautiful fun fold card, which we all love. Pull that up a little touch and get this one in. Should have done this one first. But what a good, gorgeous contrast of designer series paper. The green against the black and the pattern against the black. And like I say, you don't have to use a layer now. You can just literally, you could put that on the dots there and stamp something on there. But I'm going to keep it all the same way because you can see all three panels when the card is closed. And that's what else I like about it. Being able to see all those panels. Nice little border. Beautiful. How good is that? That is so sweet. Love that. And then you can tie it back up. But we are going to decorate with butterflies in a moment. So I'm just going to set that to one side. I've got a piece of black. Whoops. Nearly knocked my coffee over then. We're going to punch out a back for our labels. I'm going to grab a scrap of Whisper White. I might need a little bit wider. Oh yeah, slightly wider. I have a bigger piece here. Perfect. That is thick Whisper White. Oh crikey. Knocking all thoughts over there. There we go. Just going to pop that away for a minute. So there's that label punch. Oh look, there it's right next to my desk and I can just put it straight back. So what I do, I nick off those little nibs at the side because they can, even though you're cutting this in half, they stick out the sides when you're layering up the back like this. I best stamp first, hadn't I? So I'm going to have the words thank you. I love this one, and this is from Humming Along. I do love that stamp set, so I'm just going to make sure those are central and that I can stamp that central. Sorry, could you see my head then? Oh, nearly. Beautiful. I thought it was on the wonk then, but it wasn't. Mr. Boyce fetched me coffee just before I started filming. He's a darling. And that cake this afternoon. Oof. Well. And then, whilst this is out, I'm just going to stamp that beautiful, the world needs more people like you. And that's just going to go straight in there. Oh, fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. And I'll clean my cloths later, because they're getting a bit stinking. So now I can glue those two pieces together. Actually it'll be three in the end. So just grab a line. Oh, it does help if you take the top out, Gaynor. Just grab a line. Just giving myself a nice little border. Oh, Mr. Boyce, stop shouting. That is on the wonk. Oh, there you go. Straighten that up now. So again, I do the same with this piece. And what I might do is, because you will actually see I'm going to grab another piece of black, I think, and put one right over the back, you know, for just not even seeing. I have some more black here. I'm just going to pop out one more because I didn't do it on this one. And when the card is open, you can see the back. So I'm going to layer that just on the back up there. I wish I'd have done it on this one. I can't even take it off now too because it's done on with dimensionals. So I'm just going to add that. Whoops, make sure it's right up there. So you can't see the back now. Isn't that great? Love it. So let's pop this away for a minute. And now I can put my label back. And we're going to add just 2 dimensionals. One either side. You could glue it on, but I'm liking the fact that, oh my gosh, that is just so beautiful. The world needs more people like you. And then this, we're just going to centralise over your ribbon. Well, I don't want to take the backs off, Gaynor. Nothing sticking down with the backs still on. And then just pop that, oops, either side. Fabulous. Love it. So we're going to grab some of these gorgeous butterflies now, and I add 5 on the main part of the card and 3 on the inside of this one, so I need a total of 8. So what I found best to do was work backwards and just pop. Oh, its bottom of its is out. Oh, right. Okay, well I can't use that one. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm gonna have to get some more. Oh no, its wings off. I've got plenty of this. Whoops. So keep your butterflies and remove your rubbish. What a shame. I mean, you could take your time and stamp them all out, but I'm loving the black and white on this card. There it is. And then this one. Pop it out. Just making, now there's no other full ones. Look at that. That is just crying shame. Because it's just, unless I pull it down. Let's have a look. Is that a full one? Yes, it just looks like I've chopped off a little bit, but it's a full, beautiful little butterfly. So it's 5, now we need 3 more. What a shame. Because I do like to get the most out of my papers. So I've got a whole sheet of this here. All I did was just chopped into, I tried to do it so you can chop into them without damaging the other ones. So I managed that one. Yeah, but then I'm going to chop into that other one, so 3, and this one down here. 5. Yay! So I've got my 8. You can add more if you want to, it's entirely up to you. You could have a big one even. Oh, oh look at that. Look, it's chopping its... Oh my gosh, no. Definitely not. But I'm just going to stick to what I've done. I do love these papers. So right, what's that one? That one's the chopped off one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I do need one more. Oh bless. One more to go. Let's get that one there. There we go. 8. Like I say, you could sit and stamp them all and use your blends then, but I don't see the point when it's already there for you on that gorgeous designer series paper. And that sentiment there comes from part of my story. Love that set as well. So I'm just going to glue the centres, because the recipient, if you tell them, pop a little note in there and say just to open up your butterfly wings, and they can open them up. Once they get the card and see how beautiful it is. And then just add this glue. Is just because look how pretty they look when they're stood up off the card. It's just beautiful. You can glue them right down if you want to, but I love opening their wings. Oops, come on now, stick. Opening the wings up. I'm going to grab some rhinestones while we're here. I'm just going to add one to each butterfly. Add a bit of bling. I don't think I did it on the front. And then I'm going to grab a couple more just for this side. One either side. So there's my 5 when the card's completely open. Mr. Boysonoff making a racket down there tonight. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. Oh, he's going hell for ever down there. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna... I've got a little tiny smudge, so I'm gonna pop one there. And then when this is closed, yeah, you can always say to your recipient, lift up the wings on your butterflies. And I always really appreciate that then. But when you close this, I just grabbed so I could see and added one on one of the butterflies and one on another. So you've got the 3 on the front as well, and then when you open your card you've got the gems on the butterflies. I love to see them open like that. And then we can go inside and we add the other 3. Just place them anywhere. And then you can write your message, you can tell them to open the butterfly wings, and even on these ones, because we're only glued in the centre. We can even lift them up as well. Oops. And that one. Oh, just divine. Beautiful. You could add gems on the inside as well. I didn't do it on the inside. Pop my glue away. And I tell you what I've not used yet. Wink of Stella. When I can find it. There we go. So just add a bit of shimmer to your butterflies. Lovely. Absolutely adorable. I love that we've got a message in the middle of the card as well. And you've got some on the butterfly, and you could even add some Wink of Stella to the black bit of this. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. That is so pretty. So, again, I'm just going to burnish my score lines one more time. Whoops, going over a gem and jewellery there. Slide my ribbon through. I'm going to pop something heavy on there just while I tie it. There we go. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, look at that. The bows are just so level. Perfect. There is that a fun panel pull-out card, I'm calling it. A fun panel pull-out card. Ooh, look at that. I've got to add that splash of Wink of Stella on there now as well. That is beautiful. Perfect. Oh my gosh, there you go. There is that gorgeous pull-out panel card. Using the butterfly punch, the botanical butterfly papers, part of my story, and the humming along for the thank you. Just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I hope you like the card. I hope you give it a go, and if you do, I'd love to see pictures in group. That would be amazing. Yeah, show me your creations. That's what I loved about all of this. This is where I get to see you create your wonderful work as well. And my desk is nice and clear again. Yay! So don't forget, if you're American, your back piece will be 3 7/8. You will score at 7, 4 3/4, 2 1/2 and 1 1/4, and that way you'll get that fold as well. And you'll still be able to see these beautiful papers throughout all 3 of them. That's how you got the American version. So that is 11 by 5 3/8. And because your cards, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't know. I suppose if you wanted to just use half a piece of A4, your card stock, you cut it at 5 1/2. So yeah, I would make this 5 1/4. Get my pencil. Don't want to give you wrong measurements. So 5 1/4 for the USA. And then your DSP for here would be 1 1/8 by 5 1/8. You need 2 of those, and this will be 2 1/8 by 5 1/8, and you'd need 2 of those, and this is 3 5/8 by 5 1/8. You'd need 1 of those. So that's what you'd need in the USA as well. So the score at 1 1/4, 2 1/2, 4 3/4 and 7, and you too can make these beautiful cards as well. And you get 2 out of them. This is 1 sheet of A4 cut into half, so that's how I was able to get 2. So there we go. I'll leave the. Let me just grab my pencil again. USA cardstock. Perfect. And then everyone can make one. Yay! And that's the designer series paper. And if you use black, like I have, it will save you doing layer upon another. Because if you wanted white, you'd probably layer it up with black. So you just might as well just use the black and then just use the designer series paper. But there we go. Press pause, have a look at the measurements for the USA. And let me just, while we're here, no, I'll leave it. Right, there we go. I'd love a thumbs up and a share. And I'd also love it if you press the subscribe button, that would be amazing. And also, if you want to see what I make tomorrow, don't forget to press the little bell, that way you'll get notified. And then you will never miss any more videos. So, thanks for watching. Till next time. Bye.